Yo! What is up? What is up? I hope everyone's doing. It's been a busy 2 freaking days. I'm not gonna lie. It's been busy. Halloween the other day. I had to bring in all this Halloween shit inside the house. There's a lot of shit going on the other day. But I didn't even know if we were going to be able to stream tonight. I didn't think I was going to be. I thank God I ended up getting a lot done last night because I would have been doing it a lot today. I hope everyone's doing good. I hope everyone's doing well into the weekend here. We're gonna be obviously talking about this matchup for Sunday, maybe some of the rumors that are going on with the Eagles right now. A lot going on, guys. I mean, literally, like, let me just say this. You're facing a pretty battered team on Sunday. This team is going to get a lot of shit. I'm not even saying from me. This fan base is going to give a lot of shit to this team if they don't win by like 3+ touchdowns on fucking Sunday. Realistically, yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, the Jaguars offensively are pretty average between like ranks 13 to 16 when it comes to their offense, rushing, passing. They're not scoring a lot of points right now, so their ranking is very low for that. They're 2-6 right now. Their defense is actually top 10 against the run at 9, and they're against the pass, they're almost dead last. Giving up points, they're almost dead last. I mean, this team should annihilate the Jags on Sunday. I don't want this. The one thing you don't want to happen, especially at home, and the greatest thing about this team this past year is that they've been playing really good on the road. Let me tell you something. Like, you have a tough stretch after this. Not really a tough stretch, but you got to play on after this Jaguars game on Sunday. You want to get in and get out as fast as fucking possible. Okay. Literally, the Jaguars lost. I think all their 3 receivers are out. Their starting running back is out. I think he's been out for a while. They don't have a left tackle. They traded him to the Vikings. I mean, they got to really just get in and get out. Pause. As fast as possible in this game. They have got to, like, get a nice lead in the third quarter into the fourth, and they got to sit guys as early as they possibly can. Because realistically going into after this game against the Jaguars, right? You're going to Dallas the next week. You're going into Dallas the week after. You got 2 division games. And then from that Sunday in Dallas, playing in Dallas, you got to go play Washington and Philadelphia. Thursday Night Football. It's going to be a really big game. It's going to be a big fucking game. I don't think, for me, we're not going to talk about the Washington Commanders too much, but I'm not really sold on them as much as everyone expects people to be sold on them for a lot of reasons. That Hail Mary throw was an entertaining game, but it doesn't make what they are. Okay. If Jalen Hurts and the Eagles offense, okay, if the Eagles and Jalen Hurts, if they kicked 4 field goals and fucking won by a Hail Mary throw, I don't think anybody's happy about that. Yeah, sure, you get the win on an entertaining throw that bounced into the end zone in someone's fucking hands, but not much to really say to that, But I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. I hope everyone had a good day. I hope everyone had a great Halloween, by the way. I hope everyone had whether you celebrate it or not, hope everyone had a good Halloween. We got Jameer the Gunner. What's going on, man? We got Jay Tyler. What's going on? Nico and Stephanie Kerr. What's going on, man? Says we're here, my friend. Hope Halloween was good. It was great. It was fantastic. We had a few hundred kids. We were setting up a whole bunch of shit. It was actually a short night. It was on Halloween's on a Thursday, so it really ended at like 8:25, 8:30 at night. It ended fucking early. It's a Thursday. Halloween's on a Thursday. I couldn't invite as many people as I could. A lot of people were working the next day, so a lot of people couldn't show up. But it was good. It was good. I had a fun time. Short night, but a fun time. All right. Into the biz. Sarah says, how do you feel about Nakobe Dean? I feel great. I feel good. I thought he had a really good game last game. He had 9 tackles, a tackle for loss, and a fumble recovery. I thought he had a solid day. Oh, shit, if we win by 3 touchdowns, Doug may not be able to back to. I thought Doug was going to get fired before this Jacksonville game happened in Philadelphia. I thought Doug was going to be gone. It's kind of weird, man. It's like Doug wanted to keep some of it. He wanted to keep all of his players in house in Philadelphia, and Jeffrey Lurie in going into the 21 season was like, nope, not happening. He goes to Jacksonville and has Press Taylor as his OC, and they made some good moves in Jacksonville, but that fucking quarterback, man, is like bad news. That quarterback is a God, man. If we could get a couple picks, and I say this shit every fucking week, man. These guys got to work the jugs machine like crazy. They really have to. Don said, I want to see Eagles put 35-40 on them. Tyler said, what up, Joey? Let's go burst. Slay will be out. Time for these young bucks to shine. Oh, yeah. So the news for Slay is that he's actually going to play in this. So Slay is not going to play in this game. He's out with the groin injury. Now, he said he could have played in this game. He's getting his body right for the Cowboys game because obviously there are bigger fish to fry when it comes to the divisional matchups, okay? So Slay could have played in this game. The reports came out he could have played and kind of, this was a lingering injury. Apparently he's been dealing with it the last few weeks, and I know he has because he got hurt a couple times already, but Isaiah Rodgers did not shine from the fact that he wants to become a Philadelphia Eagle the rest of his career. I don't know if he wants to be, he's going to become a free agent after this year. We put him in immediately in that game, and look what he did. I mean, on Jamar Chase, right sideline, all the way down, deflects the ball right into Chauncey's hands for that pick, which was a huge play. I don't think Slay is ever doing that in a fucking game, but people are like, Slay would never do that. It's like, yeah, he probably would not do that at all, John said, Joey, please tell me we can get 2 picks. I hope so, man. I hope so. They fucking need turnovers, dude, like badly. If you want to score offensively, great, but if you want to do a lot more and do more damage, man, get some turnovers, get into short field position, and let's fucking rock this, man. PA said, do you think the Jaguars will trade one of their edge rushers? Travon Walker would be an interesting one. He's got 6 sacks for the season so far. He's having a good year under a really bad team. Travon Walker, I think, has a couple years left, I think. I don't know how many more years he has left on his contract, but I don't know if they're going to pay him I don't know if they're going to pay him. So I know Fangio doesn't want a Myles Garrett type player, a Max Crosby type player. I don't even think he wants Von Miller. I don't even think he wants a Darius Smith at this point. I think he wants a player that I have to respect Fangio. We talked about this last week from his comments. Like he would rather trade a 5th or a 6th or a 7th round pick to a team, kind of switch picks, to get a player that he wants to produce players over getting big names for the trade deadline. And I have to respect that because not a lot of coaches do that. I just want to produce what I have here because they're getting better every single week. Get Jalix Hunt into the fucking rotation already. Seriously. It's kind of crazy. What's going on, Matt? So what up? And no shocker, Goddard's out for a 3rd week in a row. Great player, but availability. Yeah, it is what it is, but we don't need him, though. We really don't fucking need him. If he can get back for the Cowboys game, that'd be great. Really when we start the Cowboys to the Washington game in that one fucking week, that'd be a good thing. I look forward to the Washington game more than the Cowboys. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, they're literally we're neck and neck with Washington right now. We're gonna find out if Washington's a bunch of fucking posers this year. I think Jane Daniels is a good quarterback. But I haven't I think they just have this success and everybody's so hyped about them because they have never been this successful in a lot of years. I think they're overly hyped at times. The Hail Mary throw, I can't hype up a team that gets a Hail Mary throw as much as it can be an entertaining thing. They haven't really beaten a good fucking team this year. They really haven't. I mean, they lost to Baltimore for a I think the hardest, the big game for us, I think it's going to be Baltimore this year, honestly. That's really the one team I'm necessarily thinking that we're going to have a problem with. Could be Baltimore. So we'll see. But, Baltimore has choked in their own ways as well. So it's a week-to-week league regardless of what's going on. Matt says, Doug goes next if the Eagles get fired? I don't know. I don't know where he's going to go. He says we freaking need a pass rusher. I get it. And he says, "Yo, Joey, it's every given Sunday, but not looking good for the Jags right now. Yeah. If Etienne is out, I don't know if they're able to move the chains. I didn't even know he was not playing at first. So, and he's a great player because you can use him in the backfield. He can go out for passes. He could do almost anything for that offense. But Trevor Lawrence is a fucking interception junkie waiting to happen. Okay. I don't know if he's playing this week. Who's their Robinson, I think his name is? No. Bigsby? Who's their fucking running back over there now? Is it Bigsby? I forgot who the fuck it is. I keep these running backs, I forget where the fuck they're at sometimes. Robert says Rodgers going to show what he got. I think he will. Lane says Trevor Lawrence lost $24 million on Bitcoin. I wonder if that's screwing him up. Is that even true? Matt says the Dawson trade looking like a big L. Yeah, well, we already got an answer on that. I look, you give up a 3rd round pick and a 7th for him, and then like you barely. Britton Covey has more fucking receptions than Dotson right now. 8 weeks into the season, Britton Covey has like what 7 receptions, and Dotson doesn't even have that many right now. Nick is like, oh, well, we told him when we traded for him. We talked to him. This is what you're going to do. Apparently, he's blocking really well for the offense. But you want to see him do a little bit better than that. You want to see something, man. Because you get into these moments where you lose Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. This is where Hurts having chemistry with these other receivers is really going to matter. And this shit fucking hurts sometimes. And they don't really dial in any plays for these other receivers. Paris Campbell is like the closest receiver they actually designed to play for, and that was barely even 2 fucking plays, to be honest. It wasn't much, So like I said, Javon Walker is also a Georgia Bulldog and played with Davis, Carter, Dean, Ringo, and Smith. It would be a Bulldog defense. It would be. I think honestly, Trevon Walker is I think he is the perfect outcome for this trade deadline. Because honestly, I don't really know what else they have interest in. If they're not going after any like high-priced, older, big reputation type guys, then, you know what I mean? And that's fine. Like, I'd rather them really produce and have Jalix Hunt into the mix and do something else. But the edge definitely needs more help. There's no doubt about it. Like, I don't think Josh Sweat's playing at a good level right now. It's not good enough. Nolan Smith's got 2.5 sacks in 3 games. That's great. I mean, I had people on fucking Twitter tell, I said it's about time, and people are like, oh, I always believed in him, and you never did. And I'm sorry, but it's not that I'm blaming Nolan. I'm blaming the coaching staff more than Nolan Smith, because what the fuck did they do with him last year? They did nothing with him last year. They barely put him on the defense last year, period. Until the end of the year when things were fucking crumbling down the road. That's what happened last year. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Sean Desai was like, there's only a certain amount of players you could put on the field, and this is your first-round pick, dude. First-round picks have got to play, like, immediately. I don't care if they're good, bad, whatever the case may be. Bryce Huff kind of disappeared. I don't know, 2 games in, he was getting some pressure. He's got 2 sacks for the year. I don't know what it is with him. Isha Flagel, what's going on, man? Says Lawrence is another Brock Osweiler, if that's how you spell it. Robert says, Slick not happening. Need to give too much. Think it's a 500 wet dream. Oh, no, it's not a wet dream. Why is it so off the table? I would say 3/4 of everybody in this chat right now did not think that Saquon Barkley was coming to Philadelphia. I think 3/4 of this chat didn't think A.J. Brown was getting traded to Philadelphia. But when we made videos, when we made fucking content on some of these trades that could happen, people just like rub it off the wrong way. And they just, I don't know, they just think it can never happen. How is it a wet dream? How could that be a wet dream? You're looking at a team right now that's literally going to be fucking rebuilding on top of paying a quarterback that they just fucking paid. It's when it comes to Howie Roseman, nothing is possible. I don't know why people are so this can never happen. I don't fucking get it. And then the people that say things can never happen, they play it off like it's just oh, I was wrong about that one. It's like, Okay. Fucking people. You know? Because we need a statement trade, make a small trade with Smith, trade for Smith in Cleveland to get a big time PR. If we could get Parsons for Slay, first round 25, second 20, would you make the trade? I'd throw in Mags. That's definitely not going to happen. No, that's definitely not happening. An easy an in-season trade with a division rival. It's definitely not. Zadarius Smith, apparently they want a day 3 pick. There's already rumors of Zadarius Smith going to the Lions right now. I saw some rumors on that because of, I mean, they're playing well without Aiden Hutchinson regardless, but they might want to add a veteran presence in Zadarius Smith if that's what they really want to do. So potentially, sure, you know. Easy as his name says, you know what's better than a Hail Mary? An overtime touchdown drive on a walk-off. That's by QB. I would take that. I think that's more exciting. That Bills game was one of the biggest heart attack games we had last season. That was one of the biggest heart attack games we had, man. That was the biggest win of the year, I would have to say. That was a big-ass fucking game. That was a big game, no doubt. Matt, so let's be for real. That Hail Mary throw was a lucky touchdown bounce. Well, of course it was, dude. Defender in Washington receiver's hand. Yeah, of course it was, dude. And they praised this, and they praised the fucking look. Like the Commanders, like those fans don't know how to fucking act because they never have any success. But like nobody has a blueprint on that quarterback. Rookie quarterbacks, these defenses don't have blueprints on them. Once they get into that second year, team defenses will start to, play off of what Jane Daniels does best. And that's just what it is. I think he is a good quarterback. Obviously, he's got the fractured ribs right now, so he's got to be real careful. They're probably going to run the ball a shit ton. That's really a big game, but we're going to find out if they're actual contenders. If they're a bunch of nobodies this year, they're just getting lucky in these games. I don't know. I think they're coached great, but it really comes down to who have they beaten? I mean, that's really it. I mean, the Ravens was the closest game they had, and I thought they contended pretty well with them. They only lost by a touchdown, but we'll see. I'll find out what happens. Oh, we got a Washington fan in here. Because let me tell you something, that week, they're going to be talking a ton of shit that week. A ton of shit. They don't know how to fucking act. People I never even fucking heard of. Content creators disappear. Fans disappear. Fans only come back when they fucking have a good move. The last time Washington fans actually got hyped about their team, I think it was, I forgot what the fucking siding it was. It was that fucking corner that they signed. The fuck was his name? I keep forgetting his name. Oh, yeah, Josh Norman. I remember when Josh Norman fucking signed. Oh, my God, dude. Oh, my God. It was hyped up. It was hyped up in Washington. Proud to you, Joey, since we're not using Dotson tones to the lineup of A.J. Smitty, Saquon Dallas, and Calcaterra, I ain't going to... Well, yeah, I mean, if they're not even... Why not get Saquon involved in the passing game? Why not try to, add 2 tight end sets? If Hurts has chemistry with Calcaterra and Goddard once that time comes, then do it. I mean, there's no point putting Dotson on the field unless you're using him for blocking. It seems like they like what Dotson's doing on the field right now. I know they're not going to throw him under the bus and say he's playing bad, but how many times is Dotson in the flat and Hurts doesn't throw to him? I don't blame it on Hurts. It's just that they just don't throw to him. Simple as that. That's just what it is. Roberts, I think Eagles have a better chance to get Jonathan Cooper. He was 7th round pick, but played under Fangio. Fangio likes him and won't cost that much. He's young and upcoming. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Nate said, I wonder when we start seeing more of Ben Van Sumeren out there. You could tell Eagles are throwing teams off that fullback package they're using with him. Yeah, apparently from what Nick said the other day is he's going to have a big role in this offense now. So I think they've been tinkering with Ben Van Sumeren as a fullback in this offense. It looks like they're doing a pretty good fucking job. So Tommy says, speaking of Dotson, bro, the Eagles have a lot of depth at receiver, dude. The Eagles are great at receiver. They're fine at receiver. So, not worried about it. Doesn't matter. I mean, you're acting as if the Eagles are a bad team right now, and they're playing fine. So, they're playing fine. Without fucking Dotson, they're playing fine. So, Matt, I don't buy Cooper Cup stuff either, to be honest, because we really need a defensive pass rusher, not another weapon we most likely end up not using. Yeah, receiver has been fucking insane. So, the big rumors in trade deadline are the biggest smokescreens. Receiver and fucking. Do you see the news on Buda Baker today? You see the news on that? Buda Baker, the last 3 years, the Eagles have been literally linked to him. Don't know why. Does anybody know? Because I don't fucking know at all. Buda Baker, it just makes no sense. You have Chauncey for 3 years, counting this year. You have Reed Blankenship for another year after this year. Sidney Brown is slowly getting to the mix now. You know what I mean? Bradbury's coming back like in another week or two, and I don't know what the fuck is going to happen with that because I swear to God, dude, like Bradbury, the Eagles cannot waste a roster spot with James Bradbury because we know he can't play safety. So he can't play fucking safety. We all know that. Most of Jalen Son has the potential to be a star, man. I wish they'd put him in the rotation. I know, dude. It's very annoying. He promised. How many snaps did Jalen Son have in the defense last game? I know it was under like 5. It wasn't much, and I didn't even notice him on the field at all. Like after like even the strip sack he had against even late in the game against the Giants when they pulled the fucking white flag and put in their fucking backups. Come on now, dude. I mean, why don't they? I mean, he was one of the biggest surprising players coming out of the fucking offseason program, and they don't even use him right now. Like, who you taking snaps away from? You know what I mean? Like, I think, I don't know. Nolan Smith is trying to find himself. He's starting to find himself a little bit. Jalen Hunt is on and off, mostly off most of the time, but he's getting better with some of his pressures because from a technique standpoint, he's playing better. Why would you sign Bryce Huff and not put him in a 4-point stance and get him a better get off? Like I don't get that whole situation. Josh Sweat has been probably one of the biggest fucking disappointments of the year. I mean, I'm sitting here bitching about our team, right? How many times do you watch our team and we just bitch over the littlest shit, which we always do? I watched that Jets game last night and I was like, oh my God, the Jets and Texans, I'm like, bro, these guys can't even fucking create one drive. I mean, they can't even. Texans were down in like the red zone. How many plays? They kick a fucking field goal. They missed like a 27 yard field goal. Like that was the biggest waste of time I've ever seen in my life. It was a fucking mess watching that game the other night. Roberts, I think the Eagles have a better chance to get Jonathan Cooper. He was 7th round pick, but played under Fangio. Oh yeah, I already read that. I don't even know who the fuck that is. Matt said, didn't Norman end up with the Cowboys at one point? No. Did he? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know where the fuck he went after. I don't even remember where he went after Washington, to be honest. Nate says, yeah, I'd be fine with Calcaterra starting, getting more stats. I also feel like Dotson's going to make something happen soon. Hey, we'll see. We'll see. Nick says trap game. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's the trap game. Just like last year, I think last year's trap game was probably the Jets game last year. I think last year's trap game was the Jets game. They took them way too lightly last year. Took the Jets lightly. The Jets have never beaten the Eagles in franchise history, and last year was the first time they beat them in franchise history. The Eagles have never lost to the New York Jets, and it fucking happened last year. And look how many guys were out last year for us. Last year, how many guys were out? Easy says, Nick, hell no, trap game only happened when you were bad in the trenches. Yeah, but you know what, though? Mentality, if they feel like they can walk over this team easily. I mean, look, dude, if you lose against a team that doesn't have 3 of their starting receivers, they don't have a left tackle, they have a quarterback that's literally a fucking a turnover machine at this point. I don't know. They have the Jaguars have a defense that's actually ninth ranking against the run, so they're not that bad against the run. Against the pass, they're almost dead last. Points, their defense gives up almost dead last in the league, almost. So Nate says no trap game is what you think you're going to win easily. It really it just depends on how the Eagles feel going to this game. They have to treat it as they're going 1-0 for the week. If they look this team, this is going to be one of the worst. This is going to be a loss that might bite us in the ass later on. And I hope it doesn't. Phrase says, why would they trade Baker? They're in first in the West. That's what I'm saying. I think it's a big smokescreen. Maybe Howie's putting up signals that they're trying to trade for a safety, but they're really not going to. That could be another thing. Why is this safety? Why is it always a safety like the last few seasons? You know what I mean? I get it. Like even last year, I thought we had some issues back end when it came to communication. We know how this defense played last season, but this is a week to week league, bro. Tim Roberts says, you think this is the game where a special team scores a punt return touchdown? That'd be fucking great. I mean, I know Cooper DeJean has got to get off punt returns. We all know this. Cooper DeJean has got to stay off the punt returns. No more punt returns for Cooper DeJean. That man is highly valued by this coaching staff, especially Vic Fangio. Got to get him off of that as fast as possible. Jody said, I do like Vic said he likes to see what he has on defense, isn't pushing for any trades. Quarterback play has made this defense night and day better. Just going to have to hope we keep seeing D-line improvement. Yeah, like I said, before the season started, I said this defense is going to go through its growing pains. I had the offense literally exploding as the fucking season started because of what we have on paper and then adding Saquon Barkley to the mix, okay? We've heard the rumors that Lane Johnson, some of the offensive linemen during the bye week went up to Nick Sirianni and literally forced him to change what we were doing, to run the ball more, to do a lot more. So I think I have to respect Nick to that. And what I see from the players, I didn't know how they felt about Nick, but you know what? I feel like they really do want to play for this coach. They believe in this coach. So at the end of the day, if that's the case, that's great. I can't complain about that at all. So we'll see, bald Nick after Nick shaving his head. The Eagles have been on a run. So that's where we've been so far. The toilet smoking with the super chat. Thank you so much, man. He says, is Etienne out? I don't know. People were asking about that earlier. That I do not know yet. If he's out of the game, then we really don't have to zone in on that run game too much. Obviously, he's a nice dual threat that could do almost anything in the backfield, but I'm not sure if he's back at all. If somebody could search that up real quick, let me know. But appreciate super chat, man. Tim said, this is the NFL. Don't take teams lightly. The birds need to help their foot on the pedal. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying, bro. You see the Ravens lose against the Browns like that, anything happens. And these are mistakes that happen in a fucking game, just like that. Do not overlook this fucking team, especially at home. Do not overlook them at home. Do not. This is one of them. I mean, this team is literally exploding. This team is. I'm talking about the Jaguars. They're imploding right now. They're pretty much dying from within. They're already trading players. They have a lot of injuries right now. I'm shocked Doug's not even fired at this point yet. I didn't think he was even going to last that long. What's going on, Dave? Says Joey, what up, brother? Hope all is good. I hope you're doing good, man. What's going on, Iron Mike? Nate said, I guess Covey will be back soon. Maybe, yeah, I'm guessing to a week to a couple weeks. Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, we got reinforcements coming back. Like, obviously, Mekhi Becton is going to be back this week. For Tyler Steen, I got to say this, dude. We have Howie Roseman has got a lot of big decisions to make. He's got a lot of big decisions to make at the end of this year, man. Some exciting ones, not even really bad ones, like really exciting ones. I think corner with Isaiah Rodgers is going to be interesting. Tyler Steen has played so well at right guard. Like, will they re-sign Mekhi Becton? The only thing I could see them re-signing Mekhi Becton is if they want him to move in for right tackle once Lane Johnson retires. Put Steen at right guard, and boom, you're back. You're set, ready to go for years to come. I honestly like Tyler Steen's pass blocking more than Mekhi Becton. I think Mekhi Becton is obviously better again in the run game. But I thought Tyler Steen played good. Fred Johnson has really shored himself up. So this is Fred Johnson's last year in Philadelphia because he signed a 2-year contract last offseason, last year. So Fred Johnson might have a job somewhere else after this year. So it's going to be very interesting. Wombat, what's going on, man? Oh, Antine is a game time decision? Okay. Ease says, Joey, when will you be fully brought into this team? For me, it's if we blow the brakes off the Commanders or if we beat the Ravens. I think I think they just have to keep this consistency. It's not even necessarily like who they beat, but honestly, I think the last few weeks they have beaten who they're supposed to beat. Okay, they didn't play great against the Browns. They only won by 4 points. You know what I mean? So wasn't fantastic. I wasn't thrilled over that win. I was thrilled over the Giants win because we had a comfortable lead and we actually did a great job. And, you know, Joe Burrow is probably the best quarterback we faced on besides Jordan Love. I think Joe Burrow's been probably one of the best quarterbacks we faced this year. You know, and I thought the Eagles did a good job on him and everything like that. But yeah, beating the Ravens, I think that'll be a big one to really blab about a little bit if they can get that win later on in the season. I think the Ravens game is the only team I'm really worried about this year, you know. Consistently the Ravens have been playing well, but obviously a really bad game they played against the Browns, you know. So there's a lot of teams like Tampa Bay is struggling right now because of injuries. No Chris Godwin, no Mike Evans for a few weeks. So, like, they're struggling badly. The Vikings are starting to take a toll right now. You know, they're losing 2 straight games after being undefeated. So maybe they got hot way too early. But the Eagles are slowly but surely getting hot, but I think it's at the right time. And that's what matters, you know? I think that's what matters. We got a super chat from T. What's going on, man? Appreciate it so much. He said, we don't always see the eye, but you're still my favorite Eagles YouTuber. Keep it up. I appreciate it, man. Oh, no. I piss people off, T. I piss people off all year, bro. You know it. I mean, I appreciate it. Trust me. I mean, I'm not on everyone's favorite list, but if I'm on your favorite list, then great. I'm not. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. Must say Gainwell is cool, but Shipley is just different. I think he would be a complimenting second punch to Saquon if he ever needed a break. I think they're just wasting him, man. Like, Gainwell is an okay back, but man, like, I think you get more value because, like, potentially Will Shipley can be a Danny Woodhead. I mean, he could be that dual threat fucking nightmare for a team, you know? Totally. I agree with that. I think Shipley needs more snaps. Tips, I thought I heard or read something about LaShawn McCoy's number being retired this weekend. Is this true? Are they retiring his number? I would probably think so. Yeah. I mean, they're celebrating his retirement at halftime this Sunday. So Mario says, yeah, we getting a touchdown within 3 minutes of first. They have just, in this game, you might be able to get away with it. I don't even blame the Eagles offense last game because the Bengals just took up so much fucking time in that first quarter, but they have got to start scoring in the first fucking quarter, man. Whatever they need to change with the scripted fucking plays have got to change. You're not going to win football games later on like this. You're not going to get through it. Easy as is, but the Browns beat the Ravens. Yeah, no, I get it, dude. Like I said, it doesn't matter what you look like on paper. It's a week-to-week league. Who's ready to fucking play? That's it. Any given Sunday. There's not like, oh, this team beats that team, but that team beat this team, but that team's too good to beat that team. So why did that? Like, that's what you deal with every week. It's who's ready to play every week, man. That's what it's about. Who's ready to play every week? Wombat says, but Barkley going to go crazy in Kelly Green for the first time, man. Barkley is getting a taste of the Kelly Green already. Brian Thomas Jr. is a game time to sit. So they got 2 running backs on injury right now? Bro, are they trading people? Because, dude, there's way too many guys injured. Brian Thomas. They got way too many guys injured, bro. Seriously? Is he hurt as well? Womit says you got me wondering if they're gonna. I'm gonna have to check. Dave said you're truthful, not afraid to tell it like it is. It's the team sucks. You're not afraid to call it out. No, definitely not. Iron says you and Philly my top Eagles career. I appreciate it, man. He would appreciate it as well. Nate said, what pissed me off is that all the softball loaded sane washing apologist press coverage of our dear leader. People have their opinions. Nico Stevis says, Joey, you piss people off by telling it like it is, just like 500, good or bad. It's always true. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, sometimes the things that I do think, sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. I mean, either or. Donnie's the hot take. DeJean with the pick 6. Wouldn't we fucking love that, huh? Iron Mike says script one play and go off that. Script a Saquon run and under center handoffs and play action. Easy says it's going to be hard to watch this game. My mouth going to be watering at the Kelly Green. Yeah, I know, man. Especially when I saw them for like the first time in a long time last year. Like I was like, man, these fucking these jerseys have to be fucking. This Kelly Green has got to be a fucking default, man. George said, yep, Thomas may not go, and Kirk is out for the year. They don't have much left at receiver if Thomas Jr. doesn't go. Fucking Christ. Shipley looks like he's too small to pick up the blitz. That's why they use Gainwell. Well, I don't know what his protection looks like. Is Shipley good at picking up blitzes or anything like that? I mean, he might be bad at it. So potentially, sure, that could be the case. That could be the case. Shit. I just spilt shit all over my desk. No. Fuck. Hold on. I just spilled something all over my desk. Fuck. Fucking bitch, dude. God fucking damn it. Always happens, man. I always do shit like that all the fucking time. Spilled shit all over my desk. But look, I feel like this game in general, like I said, like they just got to play it like it's a normal game. They can't think of this game as, you know, an easy game. They're gonna get through it. Like this moment reminds me of that Jets game last year where they really fucking, you know what I mean? I remember like a lot of players went on the injury report. A lot of players just kind of took off and weren't playing in that game last year. And I already knew that shit was going to be really bad fucking news, like really bad news. So I'm hoping that's not the case this week. Like, I've been very happy about the way this team has been playing. You know, they need a fast start. They definitely need a fast start sooner or later. In the first quarter, getting that done. Damn, I have to get a new keyboard anyway. I think I just like spilled shit on my keyboard, but it's all right. I think it's fine actually. I think we're all right. Oops. No. All right, hold on. We're good. Sorry. Look, I love you guys, but I don't want to end up getting that. I had to clean that up. There's no way that shit was gonna go all over the place. By the way, I want to thank everybody that's been supporting all the videos and everybody that's been commenting and all that's great stuff. It's been fantastic getting everybody's opinions on things. The hate, the good, the bad, the ugly. I appreciate it all. Beyond. Fucking damn. Oops. Oh boy. Oh my God, what's going on, man? There we go. No, stop. Why is it doing that? Oh, shit. Oh, no. Stay. Well, I'm gonna say this game could get ugly quick. I'm not expecting. I hate this. I'm not expecting this week to be the week they score in the first. It could be over by halftime. That's what you're really hoping. That's what you're really. It's what you had. Like I said, I look at this game like, you know what? I look at this game, and my girlfriend's going to this game on Sunday. I'm not going, obviously, because I'm going to sit home and stream it. But they better have a nice lead at the end. Like this game cannot stay close, because I'm telling you right now, this team is going to get a lot of shit if they keep this thing close this week. Then you got 2 division games coming up. You got 2 of them coming up, and it won't be the easiest, you know. It won't be the easiest. How do you sleep with art in the room? Easy. Just sleep. Nate says, Steak Squad is with you regardless of your soggy keyboard. Yeah, I think I just fucking... I mean, it's on the numbers. It's built on top of the numbers, so I don't need the numbers. I don't use numbers on the keyboard, so... Rob says, hey, Joey, you were great. Now all you guys hit the like button. Got to run to get up to 4 a.m. to work. Oh, damn, dude. ICU all night. So I appreciate the job that you do, man. I respect it so much. 245 in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are to. Make sure you like the stream because it helps out the channel. You hitting the like button, it helps out tremendously in a million fucking ways. Trust me. I appreciate it so much. The schedule for the rest of the weekend, shakedown on Saturday. Obviously, tomorrow the shakedown. We will have live play-by-play of the game on Sunday, and we will have, obviously, the shakedown post-game and videos and all that great stuff. So, appreciate it so much from everybody. Let's see here. I'm trying to get through these as fast. I'm trying to get through these chats, but I don't know if my... okay. Oh, damn, it's too far. Okay. Dave said, Joey, this is the week I believe this team plays down to the competition, save some gas for the next few. Yeah, they need to get in this game and out of this game as fast as possible. That's what they really need to do. Big Ed said, I watch you in 500 because you tell like it is bad or good. Spit fact. Shipley is being horribly misused. He has a chance to be all around back practice squad. Shipley is bigger than Gaywell. Oh, is he bigger than Gaywell? Really? Is he? I want more opportunity with him. I think there's just so much that he could be doing. He'd be a huge mismatch in the passing game entirely. I mean, just getting that little bit of a sample size he got, the sample size he did get in the preseason game, I thought was great, fantastic. You know. I might say, "Wow, excuse you doing me dirty, putting my comment up and not." Oh, I'm sorry. Put it in again. I'm sorry. Yeah, literally, I'm having issues with my mouse now. God, it's all right. If I have to get a new mouse, whatever, it's no big deal. Appreciate it, man. Francis, yo, what's going on, Francis? Hit the likes of Joe, get a new keyboard. Yeah, it's fucking $100. It's a HyperX. It's like $100 keyboard, bro. Nicholas says, Joey, breathe, then dump the keyboard over a trash can when you got your back. No matter what, we're here and we'll wait for you no matter what. Yeah, we're good now. Friends, if they think Doug isn't going to have this team ready, they are mistaken. One game Doug wants is this one. The hell be fine. Yeah, but he doesn't have enough to back him up in this game. What does he have to go into Philadelphia? He couldn't beat us last time in Philadelphia. Wasn't he here last time in Philadelphia? Didn't we have 2 games against the Jags? We had one in Germany, and then we had one... No, was it UK or Germany? Then we had one at home. Yeah, we definitely had one at home because I remember Doug saying he hasn't actually seen the statue of himself in person, the Super Bowl statue. Rawar Bond says, Joey, did you see the B-Dawk interview praising DeJean? I did not see it. I liked how DeJean was wearing the Brian Dawkins shirt. I forgot what game it was for. It might have been last game. It might have been the game before that. I'm not sure, but it was nice seeing that, you know. DeJean is going to be a fucking superstar, dude. I mean, realistically, he's a first-round talent. Realistically, look, like, the draft went to the 14th, 15th pick. All offensive players. DeJean literally, we traded up for DeJean in front of Green Bay because Green Bay was going to take his ass. and we got them. London 2019, we played the Jags. Yeah, I know we went somewhere and played them. I had to wake up at 6 a.m. to watch a fucking football game that day. That's no. Was it 6 a.m. I had to wait? I had to wake up. I think I did. Or maybe it was 10. I don't remember. D-Dog says Shipley could literally be Sproles 2.0, but taller. Alex, Jalix is the whole second half is what I really want to see. That's what I want to see too, dude. I mean, Fangio has promised us that Jalix Hunt would get more snaps, but it just seems like it's not going to happen. I don't know. I'm hoping he does. George says, can't wait to see Rodgers out there with all the youth in the secondary. Dude, I'm so... Bro, I would rather have... Honestly, I feel like building a defensive line is not... It's not as hard as everyone expects it to be. I don't think it's... I think obviously there's so many different metrics you have to really look at players from free agency to the draft, especially the draft, when it comes to getting some guys in the secondary. Because realistically, dude, like Quinyon Mitchell probably would have played nickel this year. Just think of it. Isaiah Rodgers, if he didn't mess up, remember Isaiah Rodgers had that hand injury right before the first game? I am telling you right now, Isaiah Rodgers would have been our number 2 the entire year. And fucking Quinyon Mitchell would have played nickel all year, and thank God that didn't even happen. Like, thank God it didn't happen. John, thank you so much. Says, hey, Joey, have you heard about the Eagles possibly trading for Njoku? I have not heard that, no. That would be a good move for them if the Browns are willing to get rid of him. That's a good tight end right there. Good tight end. The Eagles have gotten really good production out of Grant Calcaterra, I got to say. He'll never be a number 1 tight end because he can't block, but let me tell you, man, that guy has... Calcaterra, man, like, he's not hurt. I mean, it's great. He's healthy. You know, Albert O is out with another injury, an abdomen injury. Apparently, no, he's back, actually. Albert O is finally back with, like, from an abdomen injury. Jack Stahl went to the blue tent last game, so I don't know what happened to him. But man, the Eagles are gonna have to find their Eagles are gonna have to draft their number 2. They're gonna have to draft their future tight end next year. They're gonna have to. Goddard's 29 years old now. He's got 2 years left on his contract. I mean, if you can get Dallas back for the Dallas game and he can stay healthy the rest of the fucking year, I mean, realistically, like Dallas Goedert could be a top fucking 3 tight end, but he just misses too many fucking games. Statistically, he misses way too many games. It's unfortunate, you know. I got a wireless mouse and keyboard off Fanatics 96 logo one. Works pretty good. It's my work keyboard, so they know Burr Gang. Yeah, I have a wireless mouse, but I only use it wireless once in a while. I barely do that, you know. We got Marquis Rice. What's going on, man? Appreciate the super chat so much. He said QB1 under center with Barkley and Gainwell behind the running downhill. Make him guess who's getting it. I also think Dotson will have 70, 80 yards this week. Let me tell you something. If Dotson has 70 to 80 fucking yards this week, I'll jump up and down with cherry pie in my hands and scream fucking hallelujah if that happens. Okay. But yeah, like they haven't used a double running back set since the first game against Green Bay. That was the last time they actually had 2 running backs in the backfield. But they're starting to really like this whole thing with Ben Van Sermon as a fullback because you don't know which way he's going to block or whether it's misdirection or some weird shit like that. Apparently he's going to have a bigger role. They really love him at fullback now. So, but the only thing I don't want to happen with Ben Van Sermon being as a fullback now is they make things way too obvious of running the same plays with Saquon Barkley with Ben Van Sermon in the backfield. So I guess we'll see what happens, man. But hey, if Dotson has a game like that, I would be happy. You know, if they just treat the fucking wide receiver 3 position like they treat it like it's the redheaded stepchild of the league, of the position in the league. I mean, that's how they treat it, unfortunately. Zacchaeus was held back, and Quez Watkins really couldn't Get us. We couldn't rely on Quez Watkins for the big moments. I think that was one of the biggest things with him. He just was not reliable in those big moments for us. As much as he's had his good games, his bad games, I don't know. They go from Quez Watkins, where they used to like really give him the ball a lot, to now like Zacchaeus that just didn't really get an opportunity, and now it's like Britton Covey has more receptions than Dotson this season, 8 weeks down the line already. You know? It's kind of crazy. I don't know. I'm excited. I think this is to tell a lot of where our defense or where our identity is going. Do we dominate and put our foot on their necks, or do we play down to the competition? We should be pulling starters by third quarter. That's where I'm hoping. Like, if you're able to beat the Giants 28-3, you should be beating this team a lot more. Honestly, should be a blowout. Should be a blowout, but I'm not gonna, not gonna go crazy with it. It should be. Ryan says Dotson has been getting open more and more. Quietly does his job. He will eventually get a few more targets. Jalen takes a minute to trust new guys. Now, I get it, but Nick Sirianni already talked about the situation with Dotson, saying he's actually been helping the offense tremendously as a blocker. He has a lot of good blocks for this offense. I've seen Dotson on the flat, like kind of waiting a little bit to see if Hurts would throw him the football. But we know what Dotson has. We know the skill set that he has. It's just amazing to me. If any other team had Dotson, they would be using him with what they have. With the Eagles, man, I don't know what their issue is. I don't know what their issue is, but we'll see what happens, though. Oh, that was the missed one. Okay, I appreciate it, man. Fraser, if you look at Mitchell's stats against veteran receivers, one-on-one battles, Quinion quarantine Mitchell is a shit-down corner. Oh, a shit-down corner. I'm like, what? He's shit. What are you talking about? And going to get better. No, he's been – I haven't even worried about him every week. It seems like every week he's just getting better and better. He's just – they're not even throwing his way. I mean, even like there was a play during the Bengals game where he had to pump fake it. He had to keep the ball in his hand because he just didn't trust throwing the Jamar on like a crossing route or something. It was kind of insane how he's shutting down, man. You hear from Mike Evans during his mic'd up. He's like, Quinion Mitchell is like the only guy in the secondary with like all that juice in that game where, we had the Fortnite bullshit with Maddox and Slade talking about, oh, we've been in the league for a long time, blah, blah, blah. It was nice to hear that. Jordan said, wouldn't be shocked if they extend Milton and trade Davis. Vic raves about him. There was a report last year Vic pushed the Dolphins to trade for him. He's rushing pretty good recently. I don't know about that. I think they'd rather keep Davis for another year, honestly. Milton, I think Moro Jomo's playing better than him this year. I don't think Milton's playing fantastic football as everyone thinks he's playing right now. I think you're letting Milton walk and letting Davis stay and letting Moro Jomo and Thomas Booker just get more in the rotation, honestly. That's what I think. I think this gives the excuse for Moro Jomo. Sorry, this gives the excuse for Quinion Mitchell. For Milton Williams to not get paid. To be honest, depends what his market's gonna be, man. Like he's not doing enough this year to get him a big contract. His numbers don't even say of what he's supposed to get right now. So we'll see. MPTR says Jalen needs to throw the ball downfield to Dotson at least once or twice a game just to help the other two. Yeah, I don't think they really need that much help, to be honest. I don't think they're struggling too much right now. If you're talking about Devontae Smith and AJ Brown really struggling, I don't think they are struggling. I mean, both of these receivers have been involved. There's games where Devontae Smith wasn't involved too much. Whatever, it happens. Rollers, if they commit to the fullback, they're going to either throw to him or hand it off to him, or it's too predictable. I get that. Nathan says Eagles are good. We've only really got one annoying scratch on the paint job. Really, you're down to. Realistically, you should be like what 7-1 right now, or whatever it is. You're literally one Saquon Barkley drop. You're one Saquon Barkley catch away from being just having one fucking loss under your belt right now, which is true. All right, Mike says Dan Seo said Q is the B grade so far this season. Okay. I don't get it. Like, what does it take to make a man fucking happy? What does it take to make a full-blown Italian fucking happy, bro? Honestly. How is there anything bad being said about like, what is it, dude? Like, why? Because he doesn't get it? Yeah, he should have picks under his belt. Sure. Dropped like fucking 5-6 picks this year. The Eagles should have like 8 picks this season. Something like that. You know? They should at least have that. Hold on. I gotta get my chat back. My chat just like timed out for some weird reason. Weird reason. Sorry, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Let me fix this. So it's fine. Are we good now? We are good now. Okay. Flagos 597 said, thank you for helping pass the time as I'm on the toilet with squirts. Damn. At least I'm helping in some cases. Dave said, I think Fangio told us all birds are a no-go for trades at the deadline. If you read between the lines, he basically said Howie wasn't good at trades, helping the team. This is the team we got. It might be that, but it might be too that he's been around the league for 30 years and he has seen a lot of teams trade for these big names and do absolutely nothing and go nowhere with these big names. I think he trusts his process of his production of these players. And I somewhat agree with that in a lot of aspects because, you know, I think they didn't have Cooper. They didn't new DC. He took a lot of players out of position this year. A lot of new players, a lot of young faces this year. Cooper DeJean, like I said, is starting to get settled in now. They're getting Sidney Brown back. You know, there's a lot, it was going to have its growing pains this year. There's no doubt. But it seems like the pass rush as a group, the defense as a group is playing better. They're really in this defense. It's more of a reaction defense. So I get it. I hate it. I can't stand it. But he's done a good job with it so far. I mean, you do more reacting than you do attacking in a defensive scheme like this. They're really relying on the corners, the secondary to get these fast break tackles, get off your blocks, and get 5 or 6 helmets to the football. I think they're trying to get players like that. I think they have a lot of players. They have a lot of guys with speed. They have a lot of rangy corners and secondary guys in the secondary. So, I'm not a fan of this scheme at all, but I got to say, I think it's coming together really nicely, Mark Lee Rice for the super chat. Thank you so much, Basis. Smitty's big play was on the call sheets for weeks. I'm hoping they're ready working on plays in practice for Dots and calm when we least expect it. That's the big opportunity. That's the big mismatch that they could have going into games that, Jahan Dotson's never involved in games, but there could be a play where there's a defense that doesn't, coaching staff for the other team is not going to, be like, why is Dotson in this spot? And then a big play happens with Dotson. We know Dotson has the skill set to play inside, outside, great on man-to-man, open field, use him open field. I mean, even with Britton Covey, I have to respect them. They tried using Britton Covey at the end of the 23 season. It didn't really work out because of the way we were kind of falling apart at the end of the year. But there was a couple plays this season they threw to him in open space, and he outran the entire defense and got a quick first down very easily. No one could catch Britton Covey in open space. So really, Covey's downfall as a receiver is that he's too fucking light. He weighs like 180 fucking pounds, soaking fucking wet. You know what I mean? He took one hit out of bounds and boom, he's fucking hurt. I mean, that's, he's out several weeks after that. You know, I don't blame Fangio for trying to take DeJean off of those punt returns because this is a valued player on defense. You don't put a player like that, a big time starter like that, on special teams. I don't care if he calls a fair catch or not. He's going to take one unnecessary lick and he's going to be out for weeks or out for the season. That's what you're, that's what you're looking out for, man. Appreciate the super chat so much, man. Like I said, the GOAT is coming back soon. Oh, man. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. I'm telling you right now, dude, he's got to be on practice squad. There is no room for him. He has not earned a fucking right to be on this fucking roster. I don't care. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. Put him on practice squad. No one is going to take him with the salary he's making. No one's going to take him. He's literally going to be sitting there. There's no fucking way. There's no way, man. Who are you gonna put out? The only player that I could see them taking out to putting back on practice squad is Tristan McCollum. Maybe that's the only guy. Maybe. Would you rather have Avonte Maddox or James Bradbury? Because Avonte Maddox is a backup safety / nickel corner. I think you need Maddox on the roster, unfortunately, because we don't have anybody to back up that nickel spot this season. You know what I mean? That's why going into next season, pick somebody in the mid rounds that can play nickel really well. Like, be like strategic and be like, let's go find a nickel corner that we could use. And they can start using DeJean as that Swiss Army knife. Like, I could see him playing that big Malcolm Jenkins role for the defense. Can line up anywhere, rangy secondary guy, making tackles nonstop, and the physicality is there. He's a tone setter, man. And it's only going to get better from here on out, you know? TVO says laughed at me when I called Quignon the quilt. The quilt. Jordan says Milton and Ojomo have 19 pressures combined. Milton had 10. Ojomo has 9. If he wants a lot, then yeah, let him walk. He has 79.9 pass rush grade, which factors win rate and such. Ojomo's is good too. Yeah, but you know what though? What DTs are getting paid off of? Because let me tell you something. Like, I think that's one of the main reasons. That's one of the main reasons Brandon Graham has never been respected as an edge rusher, because he has more pressures than sacks, I think, in his career. Obviously, I think everybody does. But, you know, Brandon Graham could be the most disruptive player in the league with all these fucking pressures, but he's never respected for it, you know, for a Pro Bowl. You know, I mean, he's never respected in that matter for specific reasons because of pressures. Like, teams, like, the league wants to see sacks. Milton Williams is not going to get paid off of his sack numbers. So, like, if he's willing to stay for cheap, I don't know. But he's coming off his rookie deal. So, I mean, he wants, your second contract is his financial contract. That's his stability. That's his financial stability type contract. These guys want their bread in their second contract. It's being set for life at that point. That's what they want, I don't know. Like, I think Ojomo has the 7th round pick. I think he's playing pretty damn good. Thomas Booker's been up and down, but he's like the ladder, the top. He's like the late ladder depth rotation guy. Thomas Booker, could be building off of what he could do every year. So, we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Okay, why can't I see? Why can't I see? Are we frozen, chat? Are we frozen? I don't even know if we're frozen. I don't know. Why is this doing this, bro? All right, I'm gonna do this chat. I don't know what's going on with this thing today. This thing's being really fucking weird today. It's not doing a pop out chat. It's like doing I don't know what it's doing. It's really weird. Sorry. Let's paste that again. I don't know. I spilled shit all over my fucking computer. all over my shit. Now it's being weird. Let's see here. Jordan Nealer says, let me make sure it's popping up. Okay, that's not popping up. Oh, no, it is. It is. It is. Some of them on the guys on the interior are starting to get going lately. They're adapting to the 3-4 scheme alignment. Vic's scheme can be tricky because they're asked to contain to keep QBs in the pocket. Yeah. And I think more of it is like you're not, and even as a defensive line, like you're really trying to, you're attacking, but you're reacting at the same time. So they're not really letting guys loose at all. Like with the edge rushers, you want to contain, you want to attack, but you want to contain. So it's a really big ask on the defensive line side of things too, to get used to what you're doing as well. So James Bumberry. Laws says, how do you feel about the Eagles if they matched up in Washington today? You think they win? I think they're just too good offensively. I think consistently Washington has been better coached, but I think the Eagles are catching up. It just depends on who's ready to play that day. I think defensively they match up pretty well. The Eagles match up well defensively against the Commanders' offense. Jane Daniels is a good quarterback. He definitely has issues with some of these simple throws that he makes too. Some of them look great, and some of them, look off at times. But I think it's his rookie year. I mean, you can't expect too much out of 1 year. He's dealing with that rib injury. It really is like, are they really that good, or, who's ready to play? Because I'm telling you, like, that's going to be probably the biggest game on Thursday Night Football so far this year. Like, the Thursday Night Football games have not looked too great. I think that game is going to look really good. It's going to be a really good game. In Philadelphia, it's going to be a big fucking game. Pluto says, Pluto JB says, Walker's my guy. 2 shakes, the edge would be set for the future. It really just depends on the contract situation, what they could do. I mean, realistically. So, I mean, if I want, and let's do this right now since we're online. Let's do this. By the way, 214 in the chat. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the stream, guys, if you guys have not. Check the pinned comment. Become a member and support the channel if you guys haven't either. Appreciate it so much. Let's see here. Let's check on Travon Walker's contract. Oh shit. I think my keyboard is shot. I think my keyboard just took a shit. Fuck, my keyboard just took a fucking shit. It's, what? How the fuck did that happen? Well, that's not good. I'll have to go out tomorrow and get a cheap-ass fucking keyboard for now. My keyboard entirely just took a fucking shit. All right, never mind. Yeah, I can't type anything. I can't type anything. That sucks. Oh, here we go. No, I can type now. What happened? What the fuck just happened? All right, now I can type. Okay, never mind. Your keyboard is the Cowboys season. All right, so let's check. Oh no, bro. Yeah, I think all my buttons are fucked up. Yeah, I think my keyboard just took a shit. Damn. I might have to go tomorrow and get a fucking cheap ass keyboard. Fuck. That sucks. I'm just gonna order on Amazon tonight. Shit. I'm gonna have to go on Amazon, just order the same keyboard. Fucking, I'm gonna spend like another $100 on the fucking keyboard now. Oh well. No, I think it doesn't work. It works on X. On X, I could type. Maybe it's just YouTube being stupid right now. On X, I could type. I could type in. I could type in. All right, so my numbers aren't working, which is fine. Now I could type. All right, Trevon Walker. Oh, boy. Yeah, I think my keyboard's fucked up. I think I just literally fucked my keyboard up. No. Shit, man. No, my iced tea fucking. My iced tea just fucking damn, dude. Well, at least I don't have anything to do tomorrow for content, so that's good. So I'm actually good because I don't have to use a keyboard for anything. Oh well, I can't type in anything. I'm gonna see if I could. I'm gonna take the buttons off and try to dry it and see if I could dry this shit because yeah, it's definitely fucking wet. I could type in the numbers on the top. I could type. Yeah, I mean, I could type. I don't know, and then it like stops typing after a while. I don't know. No, it works. I don't know what's going on. That's all right. I'll check it after I'm done. Sorry. Well, that's what happens. That's what happens when you fuck around, and that's why I never leave shit on my. That's why I never drink shit on my fucking. That's why I never leave shit on my table. That sucks. That blows. Kind of. All right, my peoples. And I don't have my other screen. But I want to thank Lawsuit coming. I want to thank you for becoming a Shake Squad member, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I can't put it up on screen because I don't know. I need to. I'm probably gonna end the stream because I have to. My keyboard is taking a shit. So yeah. Yeah, that sucks. But yeah, guys. Well, I think we've pretty much covered everything at this point regarding. I think we covered everything at this point regarding the game on Sunday. Obviously, what we're kind of looking for, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with the Tide Cubs. I'm trying to click on shit and I can't, so I'm probably just gonna end the stream right here. And yeah, so we'll have the shakedown tomorrow. Let's see. Iron Mike says, Joey, get a simple modern cup, adult sippy cup. That's what I use. I just can't put it on the fucking table. That's all. But I'll figure it out. All right, guys. Appreciate all the super chats. Appreciate everything. All the support as usual. We'll be back with a stream, the shakedown tomorrow night, Saturday night, and then we'll be streaming the game on Sunday. We'll probably be streaming a half hour to an hour early, and we'll be ready to go. So love you all, guys. Sorry, I wish I could stream a little bit longer, but yeah. So. Joey, go collect the mail. Oh, let me see if it's in. I'll let you know. All right, I'll text you. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. You guys have a fantastic night. Shake Squad up, follow side. Peace out, guys. Peace.